Now, here's the latest from News 10 NBC Sports.
Welcome back. The top two teams in Class AA for Section 5 football highlight our day as Fairport plays host to Rush Henrietta, winner moving into first place of the division. This one also doubles as a playoff rematch. The Royal Comets knocked off the Raiders in sectionals last season. It's 0-0 at halftime, and then in the third, RH says we know how to score, right? Amani Wagstaff Jr. gets the sweep and takes this carry a long ways, breathing some life into the Comets offense, but that drive would actually end up stalling. However, it does help with field position. Fairport punts to Noah Collins-Howard, and the junior has some space to his right. He's going to set up the Comets well. Nearly gets to the corner before, boom, wait for it, a big collision. Then on third and goal, Mangoni rolls to his left for RH, fires to the right. Denzel Sanchez high points it, and that's the first touchdown of the game. Rush leads 6-0, taking advantage of the short field. To the final frame we go. When you've heard of the tush push, how about the rush push? Mangoni and the QB sneak. The Royal Comets will score and get back in the winner's circle. It's a 13-0 shutout win. Unbeaten Bishop Kearney welcomes Invictus for our first of three Indy games. First quarter has Austin Billings getting to his man, Maddox Volpe, on a pop route. Nobody is stopping him. Well, except the refs do. That would end up getting called back, and the Warriors look to capitalize. Quinton Penn with a bullet downfield to Jeff Denson. That's a first down pitch and catch. Virtus goes back to the air, but this time Colby Spites, too much height, gets his paws on it. Kings take over after the interception. But once more, Virtus gets a chance before the half. Penn inking his name all over this game, fires to Denson again. This time he has some run after the catch. Penn to Denson, remember that combo for the future. And I promise this is not deja vu. But after the big gain, Virtus loads back up top, and who else but Spite pinpointing the ball again. A ball hawk for Bishop Kearney as the Kings win 14-7 for their sixth victory of the year. Our third game of the day takes us out to Red Jacket, where the Cardinals welcome in Minders. Blue Devils start off with a broken play, but no worries. QB1 and number one takes it himself. Gets some blockers in front of him. Minders set up well, finally pushed out of bounds, but not before a Blue Devils first down. A couple plays later, they go to the air, and number one fires deep to Byron Catalano, and the senior is going to get up for it. Over two defenders, Devs take an early lead with a third down pass and touchdown. Card's going to swing right back, though. Aldrich Smithfield with a wildcat snap. He takes it, follows his blocks, and punches it in for 6. And if it ain't broke, do not fix it, folks. Cards run that play back on the two-point try. This time, Smithfield cuts it outside to tie it up at 8 points apiece. But this one would end up going the Minders' way in a low-scoring affair. The Blue Devils get to a 3-3 in the year with a 16-8 win on the road. How about Edison hosting Rochester Prep? A bit of a rivalry amongst these city schools. Tigers trailed by 2 touchdowns. Edison likes that way. Pretty much all the Inventors get to the quarterback here, though. Josiah Brown and Javion Ray lead the way. But after a couple penalties, Rock Prep gets another chance. Axel Echevarria on the sweep powers his way past the line. The Tigers cut the deficit down to 6. But on the two-point try, they go the other way, and number 7, not fooled at all, forces the fumble and gets the stop. But the Tigers are not dismayed. The pass from Giovanni Burgos is high and deep, and Jamir Doyle Spearman spears it, man. That'll set up a Dravion Scott Harris touchdown to tie this one up. But Edison ends up scoring late to win 20-14 for win number 1 on the season. And to the Rochester Amherst, who lose to the Toronto Marlies. That's loss number 1 on the year for Rochester. Tobias Lyonen got the start in net as the Marlies scored 2 goals in the second and 2 more in the third. Rochester is back in action on Friday in Utica. And hey, some minor moves for the Bills today. Safety DeMar Hamlin and rookie defensive tackle TJ Sanders have been placed on injured reserve. They're both out at least 4 weeks. Buffalo also ruled out linebacker Matt Milano from Monday's game against the Atlanta Falcons. That is a wrap on sports. We will be right back with a final look at your first alert forecast.